Okay, girls, we have got a story that you two are really going to like. They will. You know why? Because it's about dogs. Hi, I'm Lisa Spencer, and these are my furry friends. This is Lilly Belle, who wants a belly rub, and this is Lyla. Now, today, this is an unlikely love story. That's right. It's called Woof, a Love Story by Sarah Weeks, with the pictures drawn by Holly Berry. Okay, I'm good.
With the rest of his kind, running and panting, sniffing and growling, rolling in things, digging and howling. But this story begins on a fine spring day with a dog who got up in the usual way. He yawned and he stretched, then he sniffed at the air and found something very unusual there. That's when she saw him, this humongous hound, taking the steps in a single bound.
The teeth on that dog are as long as my tail.
And under her fur, she turned terribly pale. She was white from her tail to the tip of her nose, which was tiny and pink as a cake frosting rose. His heart began thumping so hard in his chest, he thought lying down for a while might be best. He lay in the grass and stared up at the cat. She glared down at him from the tree where she sat. After a bit, he lifted his head, opened his mouth, and here's what he said. "I love you." He meant to say that, there is no doubt, but woof, 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 woof was what really came out. "You're pretty," he whispered. "Grr's what he said. Climb down, I adore you." She climbed up instead. He said every flowery wallpaper word, but woof, 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 woof's what she heard. He finally gave up. He was blue as the sea. "My quit," he announced. "You don't understand me." He turned and he left with his ears hanging low. She wondered, why has he decided to go? Instead of attacking, he left her behind, and she thought,
This dog must be one of a kind.
When the dog's low and his troubles seem big, one thing that may help cheer him up is to dig. He'll dig and he'll dig till his spirits are lifted, and things can turn up in the dirt that he sifted. Sometimes a coin or a shoe or a stone, but this doggy dug up a shiny brass bone. He pulled this enormous gold thing from the ground, and he blew in the end of it. My, what a sound! At first he just splatted and blatted about, but then something different began to pour out. He had all these powerful feelings inside, so strong and so deep they could not be denied. He blew in the stuff he was thinking about, and all of a sudden this music came out. The minute she heard the sweet music he made, she understood just what he felt when he played. He played the brass bone while she sat on the limb, and when he had finished, she climbed down to him. He looked in her eyes, and he laid down the bone and took her tiny white paw in his own. At first she was shy, then she lifted her head, opened her mouth, and quietly said,
I love you.
In truth, what she said was, meow. But he understood what she meant anyhow.
Aw, so sweet. So why was this love story so unusual? Why was it, girls? Because it's a love story between a cat and a dog. I love it. Woof, a love story. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope you'll join us again for another Read Aloud story right here on Storytime on the Back Porch. Don't forget to subscribe.